What up, guys? It's Hectic coming at you with a Ghost Recon tutorial. Now, you may be asking, why would you make something like a Ghost Recon tutorial this late in the game? And I have two reasons. One, because way too many people are calling other people hackers, cheaters, you have an aimbot, lag switch, whatever, it's all the same. The other reason is because I see a lot of stuff that people don't know. There's still a lot of moves out there that players don't know about, and I know most of them, if not all of them. So I figure, hey, let's drop some knowledge. And these moves are also, they coincide with the fact that, people get called hackers and stuff. So I'm going to show you everything I know, and then if you say, okay, these are really cool, you can practice them. Everything I can do, you can do. The only reason I know the moves that I know are because I saw other people do them, and I said, hey, that's really cool, and I practiced and practiced and practiced, and eventually I got to the point where I could beat those players. In terms of, if someone's sitting here like, oh, why should I watch a Ghost Recon tutorial from this guy? Like, okay, well, you can check out my stats, and hopefully they speak for themselves. If not, it's whatever. Close the video. That's not a big deal. But you can see my stats. Most people immediately look at the KD. That's not what I look at. I look at the amount of kills someone has and the total time played. So I have 20 days and 70,000 kills. That's really rare. I haven't found a player that has that type of time. Now, this is not to boost my ego in terms of, like, what I know. I don't know if you know the site Game Battles. They're, like, big with online tournaments and stuff. I was, like, on the #1 team for that, and then I won the Conflict Kills competition by Ubisoft. So, I'm not trying to say I'm the best. I'm just saying, hey, you might learn something. And, maybe then one day we'll hop into a game and you'll put the moves on me. With that said, I'm going to bring you guys into the firing range, and I'm going to show you what I can do. So, I see most players, they know the basic moves. Yeah, they can blind fire, they can L trigger, and they can scope in. And, that's all great. That's still very, very basic. And, some of them know how to shoulder swap. You hit a wall with your on the left, and you can shoulder swap, and you get a much better view. Like, I can see that target at 90 meters, rather than if I'm going like this with the right hand. So, shoulder swapping helps. So, those are, like, the basic moves. Everyone kind of knows that. And also, everyone, for the more advanced players, but most people know how to roll, where you hold B and the left stick, and then you roll. Yeah, and so everyone kind of knows that stuff. I'm going to show you stuff that you may not know, and will consequently, if you do them, you might get called a hacker. And if you're one of those Ghost Recon players that calls other people hackers, I'm going to show you what's really going on behind the scenes, and what constitutes a lag switch, and what constitutes an aimbot. And I'll talk about all that, because I used to play in online tournaments where people actually did do that. So, I know about this stuff. No, I don't do it. But, some people just choose not to believe me. So, it's whatever. With that said, let's get right into it. The first move I'm going to show you, is this. I don't know what to call this, but it's incredibly helpful, and you will see why. So, if you press B and A while you're prone behind a piece of cover, you'll slide the cover very quickly. So, I can combine that with a roll, and then press B and A, slide into cover, and headshot a guy. Now, what that is in slow motion, maybe, oh, that's such a glitch. No, it's not. All it is you're in slow motion, you're going to the kneel position, and then you're taking cover. And that's all it is. You're just kind of skipping past the going up to the kneel position and getting in cover. You can combine that with a roll, and then slide into cover. Now, you saw I kind of canceled out the roll right there. I could say that's a glitch, where I can roll and while I'm flying through the air hit cover. That might be a glitch, but I don't really do it that much. I know how to do it, and it doesn't really get me any kills, but, it's there. The second move is what I like to call double tap, or a speed burst, or whatever. I've had people call it all sorts of things, Speedy Gonzalez, I don't know. Basically, you look at a piece of cover, and you have to walk at it diagonally. Walking at it straight does not work. So, like I said, walk at it at an angle, double tap A, and you'll see, whoa, what did he just do? Well, it gives your player a boost of speed. Now, if there wasn't a barrier right here, then I would go, probably a few feet forward. It's not really a glitch. What it is in slow motion is you're in cover, and then you're basically pressing A and moving forward. That's all it is. It's just speeding up the animation a little bit. So you can combine all of these moves together. So I can roll and then cancel that and then speed burst. You know, it looks really crazy, but that's what constitutes, you know, what people think is a hack. And that's all it is. Now, if you wanted to try and do all three of these moves together, all you do is you roll, press B and A, and then double tap A. So it's basically B and then pressing A like 3 times. And that's all it is. This can help you out a lot. You know, I can roll out, hit cover, and then, you know, boom, get a headshot. And it's great. It's awesome. And it helps you out a lot. It creates a much greater skill gap. Everyone can do it. And the best part about it is that, you know, it allows you to move around the map. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're a bad player, this will not turn you into a good player. It will not. If you don't know how to move around the map, if you don't know how to cover an objective, if you don't know how to be aggressive, then, you know, this doesn't help. What this does is this will make a shitty player a little less shitty, and this will make a great player a little better. That's all it'll do. So don't expect to go around a map getting 80, 90 kills because you know all these secret moves. But what it does do is it makes people think that you hack. One move, however, that I have yet to whip out, and I'm going to bring it out of my treasure chest here, is this requires you to hold your controller a little differently. It's not a glitch. You can do it too, but this is how you do it. So everyone knows, and if you don't know, then here's me telling you. Cover swapping is much faster than running. Much faster. Cover swap. It's very quick. Now, what you can do while you're cover swapping is you can move your camera around while you're cover swapping. So I can go like this. I can just move my camera around in a circle if I want to while I'm cover swapping. And, you know, the great thing about that, but also kind of a, you know, if you want to get called a hacker, this is what happens. You move your camera, and you stop, and you kill the guy. So it makes it look like your head is moving in one direction when in reality you're looking somewhere else. Oh, and that's all it is. And you might be saying, okay, well, I'm looking at my controller. How do I press the A button and the joystick at the same time? Tell me what website you went to buy your, you know, aimbot or whatever. And, you know, if I was a hacker, this is where I give you the plugin for the store, but I'm not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how to hold your controller to do this, okay? Now, this might be where you want to pause the video and whip out your controller. Now that you have your controller in your hand, what you do, put your middle finger on the trigger. Now put your pointer finger or your index finger on the A button. That's the same finger for all those of you who don't know what the pointer finger is. The one next to the middle finger. Put that one on the A button or B or Y or whatever you want. Just rest it on where the buttons are. And then put your thumb on the joystick. What that allows you to do is it allows you to hold the A button down and move your joystick at the same time. You will find that if you hold a controller regularly, which is where you pretty much hold it with the index finger on the trigger, you won't be able to do this move. You just can't do it. So this does give you an advantage, and it takes practice. It feels weird, and it's not something that players like to do. But it will, you know, this helps in Call of Duty, this helps in Halo. Developers can't get around it because it's just the way you hold your controller. It's not a glitch, it's not a bug. It simply it gives you a little bit of an edge. And you know what? If you're determined enough to be good at something, if you're willing to adapt, if you're willing to do what it takes and you want to be a good player, then you'll learn these moves. And it's that simple. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I know some people, I've gotten this asked a few times, and I actually just recently figured it out. How can you go like this, and then, you know, you see how I roll? I gotta roll back up. I'll do it again here, hold on. So I shoot my gun, and then I can roll back to, like, a kneeling position. All that is, and then they'll be like, oh, well, how do I can't do that. What you do is once you roll, shoot your gun, hold left or right on the left joystick, and then press B. It has to be, like, right after. So shoot your gun. Oh, I see, and I didn't even do it that time. Boom. There you go. Very simple, very easy. Again, if you don't call every man and his dog a hacker, you will learn this stuff. It's not hard to figure out. Very easy. It just takes time and it takes dedication, just like anything in life if you want to be successful. Gotta put the work in if you want to see the results. So, that's everything I know, guys. A little bit of where these moves work. When I use these moves, like if I'm like speed bursting or if I'm rolling and hitting cover, they allow you to get to places quicker. So it allows me more options in terms of killing someone. So I can get to you quicker, and it allows me more options to, per se, kill you. So I can, it allows me to get much closer to a person. It allows me to outthink them. It gives me more options in terms of how I approach a situation. So I use these moves aggressively, but if you're a sniper, or if you're someone who's really passive, use them defensively. Let's say a guy's coming up on you, feel free, you can speed burst out of there, you can roll, slam cover, do all sorts of crazy moves to run away. Again, you gotta understand, I hope the Ghost Recon community, I hope you guys understand that these are not hacking moves. Everyone can do them, so it's fine. The fact that I'm putting up this video means they'll probably get taken down from the next Ghost Recon video if anyone from Ubisoft actually decides to watch this. But, with that said, I enjoy them. I think it creates a huge skill gap, and I think that's good. Because, you can have the bad players play with the bad players in terms of skill, and the good players, they have something to work for. It gives more longevity to the game when you give players more moves to practice and to hone. When you simplify the game to a point where it's just, then the game, decays within weeks or months. So I think this game has an enormous skill gap. There's just not a lot of people who understand these moves. So again, practice all these moves, and if you want to learn, like if you really want to master them, just do them. Do them in every situation. If a guy's standing in front of you, feel free to just speed burst in his face and see if it works, and then try and kill him. You gotta just practice these moves, man. You just gotta practice, practice, practice. And that's all it is. That's all it is. So, with that said, guys, I hope this tutorial has helped you a little bit, and I hope you, relay this to your friends and be like, hey, look, see, people don't hack on Ghost Recon. In reality, I've only seen one person hack on this game, and what happened was he was standing in spawn and headshotting everyone across the map through 8 different walls. The only person I've ever seen hack, and I completely forget his name. But in reality, in this game, almost no one hacks. Yeah, the servers are a little bad, and yeah, there's a little bit of lag. But that's about it. Oh, before I wrap that up, I did say I was going to go over what constitutes a lag switch or an aimbot. Alright, so listen up, because this is Hectic coming at you, dropping some knowledge. Alright? First of all, if you want a lag switch, this is what it is, okay? And most people can't do it because it's hard to do. What happens is one, you have to be host of the game. Two, you have to turn off your router for a few seconds and then turn it back on. So what happens is let's say all these little dummies were running around, yeah? If I turned off my router and I was host of the game, they would all start running into walls and I could kill them all. And it would only last for a few seconds, because if it lasts for any more than like 5 seconds, then you lag out. But you turn your router back on, and then you're basically in God mode, and you never die. So, if someone just has like 60 kills and 20 deaths, they're probably not lag switching. I've yet to meet a lag switcher on this game. I think it just host migrates immediately, to be honest with you, but I could be wrong. I've never tried it, and I never intend to, because my router is across the house. So that's just one of those things where that's what a lag switch is. Now, if someone's eating bullets, the server's not good. It's a laggy game. Don't say they're lag switching, because that just makes people, because that's just, ignorance at its finest. So, again, an aimbot. Alright, yeah, step 2, aimbots. Yeah? What's an aimbot? An aimbot is, what you have to do is you basically have to break the warranty on your console. You have to open up your Xbox, then place a device in your Xbox. I don't know what it is, but it basically allows you to run around the map. You're unkillable. You can see everyone on the map. It's, if someone's dropping 90 kills and not dying at all, they probably have and it's called J-tagging. They probably have a J-tagged Xbox. Anyone who plays Call of Duty, even remotely hardcore, understands what J-tagging is. It's a hack. costs hundreds of dollars to do to your Xbox. And again, I only know this stuff because I used to play competitively. I used to play in tournaments. So, you know, you tend to deal with people that like to hack. So I know what it is, and I know what it looks like, and I guarantee you almost no one on Ghost Recon does it. I promise, I pinky swear, I don't do it. If you run into a game with me, I promise you'll probably kill me eventually. Even though, you know, I play this game a lot, might be a little harder, but I do die. Promise. I'm not the best. At least I haven't, you know, and if you think you're better than me, then, yo, let's go toe-to-toe. I can't wait to see you in ranked. But that pretty much wraps up my video. I'm pretty much good to go. I'm probably about to go play some more Ghost Recon Ranked, and I hope to see you guys on there. Until next time, peace. And by the way, don't call people hackers because that's just dumb. Thank you.